Hello student, look at this number. You will see 3 into 4 plus 5 divide 6 minus 7. Let me name it as number 1. Then we have 3a plus 7b multiply c minus 6. Look at these two, you will see what are difference. Here we have multiply, plus, divide, minus. Here also plus, multiply, divide, minus. We may have same. You have the number, and then here also you have the number. But where is the difference? If you see carefully, the difference is that in the first one there is no alphabet, but in the second one you have alphabet. So here you'll get two branch of maths. The branch of maths which we deal with this 4 operation, that is plus, multiply, divide and minus, only of number. Tangki number, claim alphabet. That is what we call arithmetic. Arithmetic. Okay. Then so far what we have done is this. So now you are going to get into another branch of mathematics which is new for you, which we have to deal same with those 4 operations, that is plus, divide, multiply and minus, but using both numbers and alphabet. So since we make here, this is what we call algebra. This is a new topic for you. Okay, this is a new topic for you, and it's very important because in class 7 onwards you will get more about this one. Okay, so remember the branch of maths which we are dealing with, plus, minus, multiply, divide, only of numbers without alphabet. That is what we call arithmetics. But when we have to plus, the operation we have 4 only. We have to plus, we have to minus, multiply and divide, but we mix up number and alphabet. That is another branch of maths which we call as algebra. So now let us see. Okay, so first of all you will get algebraic term, algebraic expression. Okay, algebraic expression. So here only you see that algebraic expression. Okay, when we have a number, alphabet, okay, number, alphabet or simply number, then we join it by using this 4 operation. We may use only plus, or we may use plus minus, or we may use plus minus, multiply and divide. Then if we write it this way, this is what we call algebraic expression. Okay, then this number, like suppose here you have 3a. You see we have this number which we write together with alphabet. Okay, so this number which we write with alphabet, we used to call it coefficient. Remember, a number which is written with alphabet, that is what we call coefficient. Okay, if it is a number, we call it numerical coefficient. So just remember, it may be alphabet, it may be number. If we write it with another alphabet, okay, that is what we call coefficient. But if that coefficient is supposed to be a number, then we call it numerical coefficient. Then this alphabet, we call it unknown. Why we call unknown? Because we don't know the value. For this question, the value may be 1. For another, maybe 2. For another, maybe 3. Okay, so that is why we call it unknown. Unknown gamut bumtip. Or we may call with another name, variable. Variable mean which keep on changing, which never remain the same. Or we may call it literal fact. Okay, so remember, when we write them together, here when no sign mean there is multiply. Okay, so when we write them together, you have a number which is together with alphabet. That number we call it numerical coefficient or simply coefficient. And then this alphabet we call it as unknown, we may call it variable, we may call it literal. Okay, then here you see, like here also you have 7BC, a number together with alphabet. So 7 will be the coefficient, BC they will be the unknown or variables. Then here you have a number C, 6, just for example. It has no variable, there is no alphabet with it. Okay, so when there is no alphabet with it, what we call it? We call it as constant. Okay, so remember that. Okay, when we mix number and alphabet, we join them with plus or minus. That is what we call algebraic expression, and the branch of maths we call it algebra. Then in algebraic expression, we do have a mix of number and alphabet. So if we write them together, join them with multiply, the number we call it as numerical coefficient or simply coefficient, and this alphabet we call it as unknown, or we may call it variable, or we may call it literal factor. Okay, then if there is a number which is written without alphabet, that number we call it as constant. Okay, then to understand more about this, we will have the different terms. Okay, the different terms. What is the meaning term now? Whatever we write, like here, okay, I write 3a, 7bc, 6. It may be alphabet, it may be number. When we write them together, joining with multiply or divide, that is what we call term. So remember, whatever we write, okay, we're joining with plus, joining with multiply or divide. That is what we call term. Then to understand term, remember we have two types of terms. One is unlike, another is like. Unlike mean different from one another, like mean same. I may write like cow plus pig. Just take these two because this is one term, this is another term. Whatever we write joining with separate with plus or minus, then that is what we call term. Here you see cow, here you see pig. Are they same? No. So those are unlike term. Or I may write it in another form, xy. So you can see x different, y different. So that is what we call unlike. But if suppose I write cow plus cow, same no? Cow, cow. So like those, we call them as like term. We'll discuss more about this.